Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Lamar Jackson and the Miami Dolphins taking on Joe Burrow and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Dolphins now as they get led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Throwing is Jackson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Jackson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Terry. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. From just shy of midfield, Jackson, he finds Lynch. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Lynch. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the game there, second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And Jackson throwing once more. And Cook has it, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give. This officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. sacked back at the 31. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 7 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and of Joe Burrow. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Burrow on 3rd down. Caught by Cobb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. From the 16, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play. They'll run. Hyde. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Nighthawks have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they've lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action now. Jackson gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run high. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Burrow on play action. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They go play action with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do it, especially early in the game like they have.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Nighthawks are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a drive. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a dump off here complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, Jackson to Evans on the slant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that's complete to Jeffrey. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw again is Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson Funches with a catch over the middle. Touchdown Dolphins. Devin Funches. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rap, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Burrow's throw complete here to Doyle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And his pass incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because sideline's about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Again, it's Burrow. That's complete to Cobb. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down at 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 30 on second down. Burrow, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow taken in by the tight end Doyle. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. A give to Hyde out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot,
and stacked him up.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 out. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cobb. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Jackson. There's Evans again, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 2nd down and 3. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 2.
First down, a run with Hyde. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now it's Burrow. He's got Jack Doyle. 2nd down and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Miami set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing is Jackson. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
On 1st down, Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Gun. Cash. 180. 180.
They'll run on 1st down. Murray. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Burrow looking to pass. He looks underneath and he finds Hyde. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Caught by Cobb. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he'll go down. Brought down. Sack number 7 for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback. Sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Boswell's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again on second down. Jackson can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Jackson now. It's caught by Funchess. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Dolphins. That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lynch. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray, and he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run again with Hyde on first. This will be stopped about 2 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.